This lays the kind of geostrategic environment that President Trump is stepping into, the law of the jungle. The post-war international rules-based order is over. It's collapsed. It collapsed because the elites were too selfish, too short-sighted, too greedy. They gutted the working class and the middle class in the United States because of their greed and because of their self-awareness. And now we are where we are. A new structure has to be built. I think that's what Senator Rubio and President Trump and the team, Rick Grinnell, and you got Tom Barrack at going to Turkey and KG going to Greece. You've got other folks. Was it Witkoff's going to be one of the envoys to the Middle East? You got people working on it. You got people at the State Department. Pete Hegseth, I think we now know we're getting a good feel when John Thune says Hegseth's going to get confirmed as Secretary of Defense. You've got Scott Bessent's going to be Secretary of Treasury. We need a new structure. The post-war international rules-based order has collapsed because the elites got too greedy. And quite frankly, they allowed the system to be gamed by bringing the Chinese Communist Party that they then could exploit the people in China, Lao Beijing, with the dictators that control that country, the most brutal regime, I think, in world history. And that's saying something because there have been some pretty brutal regimes. If you look at the 20th century, I don't think there's any doubt Mao. If you look at Stalin, Hitler, Pol Pot, take the whole collection of them. There's some bad hombres. And, when you're comparing people to Hitler, it's, that's quite a comparison. And I think Mao killed, 200 million Chinese citizens himself. 200 million. Didn't bat an eye. Would have killed 200 million more. Was not relevant to him. A true butcher. But that order has been infested with the Chinese Communist Party. That's why it's collapsed. And the American Atlanticists want to be an empire. We don't want to be an empire. We're not an empire. We don't want to support an empire. We don't want our sons and daughters spread out all over hell's half acre defending an empire. We want to make sure the United States of America prospers. It's been this, like in this debate we have right now, you can see, I was following, going on YouTube and seeing some of the clips as the show of this thing between myself and Elon Musk, and people's lack of understanding. It's good people, smart people, but their lack of understanding, just the basics even of economics. They're not War Room Posse members. They don't watch the show. They haven't begun the beginning of understanding the international economy or capital markets or how the economy here works or what deficits are. And the naivete, because they've been fed, we need highly skilled foreign workers. America cannot go forward that highly skilled foreign workers. That's a bald-faced lie. Just a bald-faced lie. What they want is more compliant indentured servants. They want people they can pay a lot less, like 50% less. They want 50% less and more compliant to do anything they're told. They want indentured servants. They'd like slaves. They can't quite get away with slavery, so they'll do the next best thing, indentured servitude. And we're going to break that. It's not right. People should not live like that. They should not live like that, and certainly not in the United States of America in the 21st century. Remember, the same people that are partners or business partners with the Chinese Communist Party are the same people bringing in indentured slaves into the country. They don't care about the common man. They think the common man's trash. They're trying to all the time go beyond Homo sapien 2+, for themselves, to more perfect themselves materially, right? Whether it's a chip or whether it's some sort of program they put in themselves or goggles or whatever. Right? The goal of those guys is to live forever. Their number one thing is eternal life, because they don't believe in the great faith of the They don't believe in the great faith of the Judeo-Christian West, the underpinnings. They don't believe in eternal life. They believe eternal life has to be manufactured to save their secular selves. That's what their focus is. So the same people that would partner, think about it. Who would partner with the Chinese Communist Party? You would only partner with it if you didn't believe in humanity in itself. Because Lao Beijing, the Chinese people, the common, all 100 names, the common man there, they're the most decent, hardworking folks, tremendous sense of humor, kind of this real understanding of humanity and the frailty of life and the irony of life. Anybody would partner with a regime that brutalized those folks? And then, of course, they bring in the indentured servitude here because they don't care about citizens. They don't care about Americans. They're not American. They're not. Just because you got a passport, don't make you American. Suck on that.